So you've gotten the opportunity card, you're now in Germany and you're wondering what the way forward is. In this video, I'm going to be giving you some very important tips that you should keep in mind if you're in Germany on an opportunity card visa. The last one is super important, so please stay until the end. First things first, starting off strong. You should keep in mind that the opportunity card visa is an entry into Germany. It doesn't guarantee you a stay in Germany. It's you basically telling the German authorities that, hey, I have what it takes to get a job here. And they're giving you the visa saying it's time for you to prove it. And prove it you should do. And that is why the very first tip I would give you is that you should begin to apply for jobs ferociously. Actually, my recommendation would be that if you know already that you're going to apply to Germany for the opportunity card visa, before you even think of applying, you should already start applying for jobs in Germany. First off, it gives you an idea of what the job market is like, what the application process is like, what recruiters are looking out for, what are the specific tools, specific skills that are needed in your exact field. That way, if you need to top up of some skills, if you need to add additional knowledge, additional certifications, whatever it is you need to do, you can already start doing that even before you apply for the visa. Another thing too is that if you're lucky enough to already start getting interviews, it already gives you an idea on how to start planning for your interview, how to prepare for your interview, what to say, what not to say. It's just a very good test opportunity even before your visa actually starts counting. And you should also know that applying for jobs in Germany is a numbers game. You should always be applying. But as a rule of thumb, you should send out at least 15 applications in a day. At least. Keep in mind that the more applications you send out, the more opportunities you have to get the job. So please, don't wait until you're already in Germany, or don't wait until you're 3 months in Germany before you start applying. Start immediately you think about coming on an opportunity card. And you should already know by now that applying for a job doesn't necessarily mean you sending out your CV. It also includes networking aggressively, attending career events, and so on and so forth. And that leads me to this segment of the video where we're going to talk about our sponsor of today's video. As an immigrant in Germany, especially as someone that is here to look for a job, or if you've already gotten a job, you know how difficult it is to find your people, or even career events where you have an opportunity to network and meet other professionals just like yourself. This is where InterNations comes in. InterNations is actually the largest global community of people living and working abroad. It connects expert and international professionals in cities all over the world. What I personally find interesting about InterNations is not just that it's an online forum. They also organize local events, networking meetups, and also social events where professionals get to meet each other and also expand their network. If you're trying to expand your professional network, or simply just trying to meet new people who understand the expat experience, InterNations is here for you. And they've also got a special offer for you guys. If you sign up using the link in my description within the next 7 days, you will get 20% off any InterNations membership subscription. This discount only works if you sign up only on the website and not on the app. Unlike the regular subscription, it does not renew automatically. So you can decide not to continue with the subscription if you don't like what you see on InterNations, but I bet you will. It's only available to newcomers in Germany and not if you already have an existing InterNations account. So if you recently moved to Germany and you want to build a network, meet other expats, and generally feel connected in your city, click on the link in my description and see if this is something that would help you. Alright guys, let's get back to the video. For the second tip I would give you would be to learn German. I know that as someone that came here on an opportunity card, you didn't necessarily need to show that you had complete fluency in German. It's also possible that the roles you're applying for might not necessarily need fluent German. However, if you hope to stay in Germany and if you hope to increase your chances of getting hired in Germany, you should already start now to learn German. Start to practice your German. In fact, if you can get a hold of an intensive German course that you can already do back to back, because you're using the time to actually apply for jobs You might as well use the time to also pick up on the language. Now will be the best time for you to do that. The third thing I'm going to hint on is that you should target the right cities. I know that we keep saying that, of course, bigger cities like Berlin and Munich are usually the target for most internationals, but keep in mind that there are other comparatively smaller cities that might have opportunities for you. Keep in mind the German Mittelstand companies. These are mid-sized engineering and manufacturing firms that are not necessarily located in very big cities, but they could have opportunities for immigrants that are looking for a job here in Germany. So have those cities in mind, because sometimes the road to success doesn't necessarily have to be the big glamorous cities. Smaller cities count too. Tip number 4 is that you should be prepared for rejections. As I said, applying for jobs here in Germany is a numbers game. The more applications you send out, the more your chances of getting hired. And that also means the more your chances of also getting rejected. Develop a big appetite for rejection. Make sure that you don't focus on the rejection, but on the people that actually give an opportunity for an interview. Your first job in Germany is usually the hardest to get because you lack local references and also familiarity with the German hiring system. So don't be hard on yourself and know that rejections are completely normal. And this leads me to my next point on you being able to build a network. Make sure you're not just sending out CVs, but you're leveraging on the network you have online via LinkedIn, Zing, Indeed, even InterNations, and also you're physically attending any job-related events that are within your vicinity. A lot of times people get jobs by physically meeting with the recruitment team, or even creating a good first impression can lead you through the door. So don't just rely on staying home and sending your CV through an application and just relaxing, thinking that's still going to be. It might work for you, but why not go out? Why not go out of your comfort zone? Get to meet people, get to reach out to recruiters or people that work in companies where you want to be employed in. Something very important too you need to keep in mind is that you need to understand the financial terrain here. Know that Germany, they don't play with their taxes. Whatever it is you're negotiating as a salary, keep in mind that based on your tax class, tax deductions will apply and it will generally affect how much you would receive. It's important that you already go to a Rechnung calculator. You can find this online and calculate what your potential net salary would be after taxes and other deductions have already been applied to it. That way you can have a more reasonable salary negotiation practice in mind, and you'll be able to negotiate your salary in a more realistic way. Something else to keep in mind is to focus on industries and skills that actually need workers. Of course, it goes without saying, tech, engineering, IT, they are in high demand. However, with the whole talk of AI and AI coming into the workspace, you should also be skilled in AI. That way, it makes it easier for you to get hired and easier for you to be able to use these tools to improve on your own job. When you eventually get the job, or even if you get an interview to the job, you should please pay attention to the German work culture. Germans are very big on punctuality, structure, directness. You should find ways to inculcate that in your day-to-day life. That way it becomes easier for you to go with the flow here in Germany. And one very last final tip that I personally think you should keep in mind is that yes, you're here for a year to find a job, but also get out of the house and try to enjoy Germany, enjoy the sights here, enjoy the experience, go on walks. If you can explore other cities, you should do that, because you don't want to live your life all bent over a laptop trying to apply for a job, or even when you have little networking experience or networking opportunities, you're all talking about work. That is the beginning of seasonal depression. In fact, it's the beginning of depression in general in Germany. So try to get soaked into the environment, see sights, go for walks here and there, try out different restaurants within reasonable budget. If you can't already afford to travel, make a list of places you want to go to. So when you finally get a job, you can go to these places. Try to enjoy your time here, because you never really know what will happen next. By the time you start working now, you will spend your whole time going in and out of the office, doing your work. You might not actually have the time to explore. So use this time to explore your city. Anyways, we've come to the end of this video. Let me know if you have any questions, or if you know anyone that recently moved to Germany, either on an opportunity card or a student visa or any kind of visa to come to Germany. This video is for them. Send it to them. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Join the Adaspace family. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, on TikTok, where I post other short form content. And as I said earlier, follow the link in the description to sign up to InterNations today. And I'll see you in my next video. Toodles!